Hello YouTube, Ronin Kaze, Star Wars, The Old Republic. Not that it matters, but I'm playing this off my Steam Deck. Have the graphics as high as possible, I think. So this is pretty good for that. It's an older game, but it plays good. One of the best things about Star Wars, The Old Republic are the stories. If you like video games and you like stories and you're a fan of Star Wars, even if you're not a fan of Star Wars, if you're a fan of Star Wars, this is a great game to pick up. You have a bunch of classes, and each class has its own individual story. I played them all. I played every class. The Empire operative or agent, I think, is one of the best stories. A lot of moral choices. So I've come to this planet, and my cover is going to be this certain, bigwig underworld person. So I'm making my contact with my controller, or the person, they call him a keeper. And I'm not going to show a lot of the story because it's spoiler alert. If you haven't played it, it's really good. But I am going to show you some of the combat. I think that's supposed to be my mini map. I don't know how to get rid of it yet. Wasn't always like that. Also, this is on a 1200 by 800 screen, so I don't know if it's jammed in there because the small size of the screen. I think I've told you before, in all these games I like to over level before I do some of the story. That way it makes you're not even worrying about killing things, you're always killing things. So here I level up, I'm level 2 now. And one of the nice things about, I'm going to call it SWTOR from now on, SWTOR, SWTOR, is they used to have to go to your trainer, and there's all this, that's a paradigm from the old MMORPGs, and they don't make you do that anymore. They just, as you level up, you get your skills. A lot of games used to make you pay for it as a way to get gold out of the economy. You could do a whole thing on economies of games and how effing stupid they are. Because really all it is a way to slow down someone enjoying the game, because maybe you didn't make the game good enough, or you released it early and you don't want people to get to the end game too fast. The one good thing about SWTOR was you could always play a different class. I think it started off as a bounty hunter, and I wouldn't choose one now because of Mandalorian, but you learn all about Mandalore in this game. It's pretty good. You learn about Mandalore in Knights of the Old Republic. That Star Wars game is really good as well, but it's not a multiplayer game. The other thing that they've done is they've opened up the classes quite a bit. So you basically have 2 gun classes and 2 force classes on each side in the Empire and the Republic. And you can be it used to be like 4 that you could be, and now you can just be anything you want. I can't be a force user, but the force user can be any type of force user. Gun user can be any type of gun user. I already started a character. I didn't like the gun. It looked too stupid. So this is if you've played this before, this is the Republic's smuggler. And it's like a gunslinger that can heal later in stealth. The Imperial agent had a knife. I like that they do melee. That was always a sweet melee. My main character is a Imperial agent. And probably last year, a couple years ago, they let you combine whatever you wanted to do. It was a pretty good idea. It's absolutely fantastic. Didn't affect the story. As I've gone on here, the story's exactly the same. I didn't remember where this was. This isn't really pertinent to the story, so I'm going to keep this in here. One thing I want to tell you about the Steam Deck is I didn't get a evaluation unit. I bought that with my own money. And so probably like all of you, I buy this stuff with my own money. I don't get review units. So when I'm giving you a review, I've looked at it quite a bit, and I think the Steam Deck's great. So really what I have on my main computer is a Zephyrus G14. I have USB-C dongle, that my keyboard, my mouse, my USB kind of peripherals all hooked to. And I just plug that out of the Zephyrus and my network connection. And I just plug it into the Steam Deck and it just works. And then what I do is I take the monitor cable from the my 32 whatever inch. I have like a curved Dell monitor. And I plug that into the dongle as well. So that dongle basically can go to both systems. I don't like to run the big monitor off the USB-C on that because I don't know if it's hogging the data or not. So I have to look into that. Otherwise, that's an easy plug. So I'm on this little planet called Hutta, and it's run by Hutts, and the two big warlords are Hutts. Not going to show you that part, but this is their kind of place. It's kind of cool. This is foreshadowing. The other thing that's great about Star Wars Galaxies, around level 10, you get companions, and it's absolutely the best. And I am going to show you one thing. I'm just going to let this play for a couple seconds.
Don't be in such a hurry, Blade. Don't you remember me? Your old buddy, Dino Ray?
He knows I'm not the real
I think you
Blade.
looked this good when we met up on Hoth. Or so girly. But you couldn't be an imposter.
So I can choose what I want to say to him.
Of course I remember you, Dino.
That's
How
stupid.
long it's been.
Ambrosia.
A little too long, it seems. Turns out we got a problem. You see, you don't look like the Blade I know. The Blade who owes me credits.
Ruh-roh.
But you say you're the Blade, my pretty lady friend. So I'll take you at your word and ask for my money. You
I chose
understand?
flirt.
I thought we were close, Dino. I thought you were my very, very close friend.
Yeah, I can see that. But come on, I really do need the cash if I'm gonna keep your secret.
Come on. You're a good guy. You take a girl's last few credits? Leave her broke and wanting?
Look, maybe I could let the debt slide just this once. For a friend? Dino and the Blade, you know?
I like the sound of that. I like it a lot, Dino.
I'm glad to hear it. You know, we could head to my room,
James
cozy,
Bond.
talk about old times.
What would James Bond
Got a
do?
lot in common, you and me.
All right. So long as I can finish my business here when we're done.
I won't stop you. Come on, I'll show you a few things to really
Really,
remember me
Dino?
by.
And thus, the walk of shame. So that's pretty flipping cool. Now, that's a little R-rated, but that's a pretty cool thing in the story, and the storytelling is pretty great throughout this. You get to make a lot of choices. You can make a lot of light side choices, or you can make dark side choices. And so one of the things after playing this game and after reading about the Sith stuff and all that stuff, I used to be a do-gooder. When I thought about these games, I'd never be the Empire. I would never be Sith. But as I played more and listened to all their BS, especially in this game, I'm not so against the Sith now. And so it's not really a political thing, but if you play this game, you will maybe change how you look at some things, or maybe it reinforces some things. So now I'm going out to my missions. I know that annoying. I do that when I'm I level again. I don't know why I do that. So I'm trying to stop that. I hear it in all the playbacks and it drives me crazy, but not so crazy that I change it. So first thing, one of the side missions that the guy said he was getting picked on. So I go up to the bully and I'm going to tell him to stop bullying him. Or I could have told him keep doing it.
Hard time. That you don't respect an Emperor's authority.
What? You the boys were just having...
If I have to come back out here, it will be the last time.
So the other thing is that the game lets you do, if you really want to go all the way dark side, and what it will do if you go all dark side all the time, even your complexion and everything will change. So that's another great thing. You can turn that feature on or off. It's really immersive to get you into the Star Wars universe.
What's going on here?
You see, I got a hat. I don't want that hat. Now here's a bummer. Free to play, but it's going to cost me some cartel credits to get that hat off. Now I didn't want to do that for this video. And I got like I used to subscribe to the game, so I have some built up cartels. And the subscription thing's not too bad because as long as you subscribe, they give you the in-game money that you can kind of bank for later. So it's a really well-run game. New content.
You said you were going to get the...
Ooh.
Done. If you said... Hey.
Right.
Yeah.
You know why I'm here.
He doesn't like my hat. That's what the thing is. I wish I had that little bandana hat thingy.
Thank you.
So, like all MMO RPGs, I'm going to load up on quest and I'm going to go out. And this is...
He kept his stash hidden in the rafter.
So I picked that quest up too. I didn't make you have to sit through all of it. I'm going to go get his brother's stash first. And so this Huda world is starter for the Imperial Agent and the Bounty Hunter. And another nice thing about the game is that it's easy enough when you're starting off that it doesn't interrupt the game flow. You play, it feels a little risky at times. Later I'm going to show you I get smoked by a guy because I'm not high enough. And if I had my partner, I'd kill it. But it's a good balance. Like I said, again, BioWare makes really great story games normally. I think the first game I played, I don't remember, Neverwinter Nights I might have played. I didn't play it all the way through. Too slow in leveling. So this, I think, is a very American thing. So anti-American people be happy. American people, this might not be that bad. But Americans like a lot of choices. And I'm American, so I like a lot of choice. I like a lot of fast leveling. I don't like this torturous, long leveling. I gotta wait. You know, I want something, you know, give me something sparkly. Give me some ambrosia, damn it. And so this game has that. That's one of the things about the Division. That's one thing about loot shooters, is you're always getting something kind of new. Eventually, you know, it's interesting. Destiny 2 and Division approach that in a different way. Destiny 2 kind of forces you into different kind of areas, and the Division just gives you tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of worthless drops. So I'm killing these guys. I do have like a pistol whip skill that I really like, but it's long delayed. And look at me leveling like a boss. Getting up to level 10 is pretty easy in this. It's like an hour to get off this island. Maybe a little bit more, maybe 90 minutes. I'm getting his brother's stash right there. So if you like stories, I'm going to recommend you Star Wars: The Old Republic. And you can pick whatever you want. And if you don't like it, you can start a new class. And I think the game's free. Even if you subscribe for a month, it would probably be worth your while to throw $15 at it. But even if you didn't, you can get all the content and do all this stuff. I'm going to level this character up here a little bit, and I'll probably show you more of her stuff. I've cut a lot of this out, a lot of the running. You get vehicles at like level 10 or something. It's, you know, again, it's a more modern game where you don't kind of get stuck just running everywhere. This is another good mission. I'm gonna let this play. For Foreshadowing.
Stop this nonsense at once.
So this guy's
What exactly?
hunting people.
You're not buying.
And I tell him to stuff his credits.
I want you dead.
So, normally I like my characters to be on the light side, but I don't like that guy hunting people, so I smoke him. And I get a little dark side points, but that's okay. Into everyone's life, a little rain must fall. So there's a boss level, world boss up here. I'm going to try to go defeat it. I know I can't defeat it, yet I go there anyways because somehow this time I'll be able to do it. So I'm going to make my way through here. I'm doing this other video. That sounds like Roxy's. I was hoping, I don't know how the Steam Deck records. Obviously it's recorded by the mic. I could probably do this while I was playing. Hopefully I won't cuss or anything crazy. World boss is up there. Man, those dogs were going crazy this morning. I'll dial that down a little bit. Anyways, so this is the time I normally say thank you for subscribing, commenting, sharing, liking. Games are games are games. So some of the same things that you want to do. The one negative about this game compared to maybe something like Division or Destiny, it's a tab-based shooter where you tab on the person and kill them. You can still AoE and you can area AoE. So there is some aiming, but that part's kind of easy with your gun. And again, it's more, you have cooldowns and you're using, you know, the right set of skills. Some people don't like those kind of games. So here I'm going to try to beat this guy. And I'm going to I'm going to edit it out before I get smoked. The problem is by the time that you can kill him with your partner, his gear is, or its gear, excuse me, not the sign it, it's sex. Its gear is underpowered. And so this is after I've gone to a med station and revived, so I've taken out my wrath on everyone else. So I appreciate you watching. I like doing a lot of different stuff. I'll try to give you Division stuff, but you know, the legendary stuff is what I like to do. The heroic is really easy. I did a heroic video and it's just easy. It's too easy. And there's some group missions on here that are pretty fun that I might get involved in. But I appreciate everyone liking, again, the channel. I like playing this game a lot. It was fun. I have a bunch of alts. And it was on the Steam. I did get I'm probably going to go over all my setups eventually. Anyways, what kind of gear I have. I'm looking at buying a new computer. So I'll let you know what I do, and then I'll probably review that as well. So thanks everyone. Thanks YouTube. I appreciate you. Ronin Kaze out.